The jellyfish, a creature that seems so fragile, so insignificant in the vastness of the ocean. The jellyfish, with its translucent body and delicate tentacles, might seem like an unlikely source of wisdom. It has no brain to think, no heart to feel, and no spine to support itself. Yet this simple creature has survived for over 500 million years, outlasting far more complex organisms. The jellyfish's survival offers a profound lesson, one that can challenge the way we think about life, struggle, and control. As humans, we are conditioned to seek control. We plan, strategize, and prepare for the future, trying to navigate life's unpredictable tides. We resist the unknown, battle against setbacks, and fight to maintain a sense of order in a chaotic world. This approach often leaves us stressed, anxious, and exhausted. We cling tightly to the belief that control equals security, but life rarely adheres to our plans. The more we fight against its unpredictable currents, the more we struggle. At first glance, the jellyfish appears fragile, drifting aimlessly in the ocean at the mercy of the tides. Yet, what seems like aimlessness is actually a form of mastery over its environment. The jellyfish does not resist the ocean's currents. Instead, it moves with them. It doesn't attempt to control its surroundings or dictate its path. It simply flows. In a world that celebrates strength, intelligence, and forceful action, the jellyfish represents something radically different. A strength found not in resistance, but in surrender. The jellyfish, however, offers a different approach. Its survival is not dependent on force, control, or power, but on its ability to adapt and flow with its environment. It allows the ocean to guide its path, trusting the currents to take it where it needs to go. This ability to surrender, to trust in the flow of life, is a lesson that we as humans could benefit from deeply. Imagine if we too stopped resisting the natural flow of our lives. What if, instead of trying to control every outcome, we allowed ourselves to be carried by life's currents? This doesn't mean giving up or becoming passive. Instead, it's about recognizing that there are forces beyond our control, and that true wisdom lies in knowing when to surrender to them. Just as the jellyfish moves gracefully through the ocean, we can navigate life with more ease if we learn to let go of our need for control. This lesson becomes even more poignant when we consider the storms of life. Just as the ocean can become turbulent and violent, our lives are often disrupted by unexpected challenges, setbacks, and changes. During these times, our instinct is to resist, to fight against the storm in an attempt to regain control. But what if, instead of resisting, we surrendered to the storm? What if we allowed life to carry us through these difficult moments, trusting that we will eventually find calmer waters? The jellyfish doesn't fear the storm. It doesn't resist the waves or try to swim against the current. It simply lets the ocean carry it. There is a kind of strength in this surrender, a resilience that comes not from brute force, but from trust in the process. In contrast, when we resist life's storms, we often find ourselves overwhelmed, exhausted, and defeated. By surrendering to life's natural flow, we can conserve our energy and emerge from the storm with a deeper sense of peace and clarity. This concept of surrender is not about giving up or being passive. It's about recognizing that life, like the ocean, has its own rhythm. We can't control every wave, every current, or every storm, but we can choose how we respond. By letting go of our need for constant control, we can learn to flow with life, trusting that it will take us where we need to go. The jellyfish, in all its simplicity, teaches us a powerful truth. Life is not about resisting the inevitable or controlling the uncontrollable. It's about trusting in the process, allowing ourselves to be carried by life's currents, and finding strength in surrender. Just as the jellyfish has survived for millions of years by flowing with the ocean, we too can thrive if we learn to move with the rhythm of life. Ultimately, we are all part of something much larger than ourselves. Like the jellyfish in the ocean, we are constantly moving through the vast currents of life. The question is not how much control we can exert, but how much we are willing to trust in the flow. In the end, true wisdom may not lie in how hard we fight, but in how gracefully we let go. Letting go is not a sign of weakness, but a recognition of life's natural order. By trusting in the flow, we can find peace in the chaos, strength in the surrender, and ultimately discover a deeper sense of harmony with the world around us. So, what can we learn from the jellyfish? Perhaps the most valuable lesson of all: to let go, trust the current, and allow life to take us where we're meant to be.